राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः हृत्पूर्वक नमस्काराः. Welcome to the 10th session of Shivananda Lahari. We have completed learning 15 verses in the previous classes. So we will quickly revise the verses we learned in the previous week and सर्वे गुरुवन्दनं वदन्तु इति प्रार्थये. ऐव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमम् अस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. सौन्दर्यलहरी कर्त्रे सर्वमङ्गलदायिने शङ्कराचार्यवर्याय यतिराजाय ते नमः. शङ्कारूपेण मच्चित्तं पङ्कीकृतमभूद्यया किङ्करीयस्य सा माया शङ्कराचार्यमाश्रये. प्रह्लादवरदो देवो यो नृसिंहः परो हरिः नृसिंहोपासकन्नित्यं तन्नृसिंहगुरुं भजे. श्रीसच्चिदानन्द शिवाभिनव्य नृसिंह भारत्यभिधान्यतीन्द्रान् विद्यानिधीन् मन्त्रनिधीन् सदात्मनिष्ठान् भजे मानवशम्भुरूपान्. सदात्मध्याननिरतं विषयेभ्यः पराङ्मुखम् नौमि शास्त्रेषु निष्णातं चन्द्रशेखर भारतीम्. विवेकिनं महाप्रज्ञं धैर्यौदार्यक्षमानिधिं सदा तीर्थगुरुं भजे. भारती करुणापात्रं भारती पदभूषणं भारती पदमारूढं भारती तीर्थमाश्रये. भारती तीर्थवर्यन्तं भक्तहृत्तापनाशनं भवभीतिहरं देवं भावये सततं हृदि. विद्याविनयसम्पन्नौ वीतरागौ विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञं विधुशेखर भारतीम्. अनन्तगुणसम्पन्नामनन्ताभिधयाश्रुताम् अनन्तज्ञानदात्रीं तां मातरं प्रणुमो वयम्. गैर्वाण्या संविबोधेन जीवनं मौल्यसंयुतं या करोत्तान्नमाम्यम्बां शारदामूर्तरूपिणीम्. कलाभ्यां चूडालङ्कृत शशिकला कलाभ्यां भवतु मे शिवाभ्यामस्तोकत्रिभुवन शिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनर्भवाभ्यामानन्दस्फुरदनुभवाभ्यां नतिर्यम्. So we will quickly revise 13, 14, 15. I will chant once. Then we will learn 16th verse. असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परमकृपया पातुमुचितम् मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपणरक्षाति निपुणः त्वदन्यः को वा मे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते प्रभुस्त्वं दीनानां खलु परमबन्धुः पशुपते प्रमुख्यो हन्तेषाम् अपि किमुत बन्धुत्वमनयोः त्वयैव क्षन्तव्याः शिवमदपराधाश्च सकलाः प्रयत्नात् कर्तव्यम् मदवनमियं बन्धुसरणिः उपेक्षा नो चेत् किम् न हरसि भवध्यानविमुखां दुराशा भूयिष्ठां विधिलिपिमशक्तो यदि भवान् शिरस्तद्वैधात्रं न खलु सुवृत्तं पशुपते कथं वा निर्यत्नं करनखमुखेनैव लुलितम् चारु विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः Charu, please share your screen and sorry, please share your video and switch on your mic. विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः
राम 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 भगिनी क्षम्यतां अटेंडी
Okay, no problem. विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः
वीरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः वीरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः
भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः
भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः
चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यम्
चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यम् चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यम्
स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान्
स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान् स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान् विचारः को वा माम् विचारः को वा माम्
विशद कृपया पाति शिवते
विशद कृपया पाति शिवते विशद कृपया पाति शिवते
कटाक्षव्यापारः
कटाक्षव्यापारः कटाक्षव्यापारः
स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः
स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः
Virinchihi dirghayuhu. So combining it becomes Virinchir dirghayuhu. Virinchir dirghayuhu. Two Rs are there. Both have to be heard. Gha is Mahaprana. Bhavatu. Bhavata. Tat parashiraha. Bha and Bha are Mahapranas. Chatushkam samrakshyam. Sa khalu bhuvi. Kha and Bha are Mahapranas. Dainyam likhitavan. Khi is Mahaprana. Swara here, Dainyam and Likhitavan. We chant it as Dainyal Likhitavan. So both are correct, but we follow consistently, we combine the sandhis in between a pada. So Dainyal Likhitavan. This here Vicharaha. So by now you all must be knowing. So this is the representation for Jihva Muliya. Vichara Kovamam. Whenever a visarga is followed by ko or ka or kha, then we have Jihva Muliya coming in. So Vichara Kovamam. Vishada Kripaya Pati Shivate Kataksha Vyaparaha. So please note the Dvitvam. It's very evident here. Kataksha Vyaparaha Swayamapicha Deenavana Paraha. Virinchir dirghayuhu bhavatu bhavata tatparashiraha.
विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः
Chatushkam samrakshyam sakhalu bhuvi dainyal likhitavan.
चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान् चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान्
Vicharah Kovamam Vishada Kripaya Pati Shivate.
विचारः को वा मां विशद कृपया पाति शिवते विचारः को वा मां विशद कृपया पाति शिवते
कटाक्ष व्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः.
कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः
भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यं लिखितवान्.
विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान् विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान्.
As someone has asked a very pertinent question, very keen observation, I thought I'll address it right here. Likhitavan. So when you say, whenever there is a halanta at the end, so in Sanskritam, this is called a halanta. That is a half letter. So in Hindi, the last letter is always pronounced half. So when you write Rama in Hindi, read it as Ram. But in Sanskritam, unless that halanta is there, it is not read half. So when you write Rama, we read it as Rama. For example, here, Mom, if you see in the third line, because you have the halanta, we pronounce it as mom. M is half. Otherwise, without this halanta, the letter is pronounced full. So here, sometimes, whenever we have halanta in the end, like here, likhitavan, so we are pausing there, right? We are not continuing. So the dvitvam comes even at the end of a word. So, for example, in Venkateshwara Suprabhatam, Varnin, there is a addressing to Venkateshwara, Varnin. So there, the dvitvam is heard, even though it is at the end of the line. So Charu, while repeating, you can also please include the dvitvam. Bhuvi, Dainyam, Dainyal Likhitavan. So there is no it is not U, the U should not be heard. However, there is a slight stress on the last letter, the half letter. So that is why someone has, I mean, I don't know, it says anonymous attendee. I don't know who has asked this question, but that's a very keen observation that in the end, whenever there is a halanta, there also the dvitvam applies. So likhitavan. That is why that when I chant, that n is heard extra, which I mean, when you chant, as you chant Sanskritam verses, some come automatically to you. So you listen a lot, you chant a lot of verses, automatically you pick up the dvitvams. We picked it up from our guru like that when we were children, without even knowing the significance. But later we appreciate when we know what it is. So likhitavan, therefore, that n is heard a little bit more than just likhitavan. So you will see that in a lot of chanting, in Gita, in any chanting, you will find that. So that is again the effect of dvitvam. And dvitvam, even regarding dvitvam at the end of a word or at the end of a line, whenever there is a halanta, has been explained in that video by Soumya Krishna Purvagini. I've shared the video on the WhatsApp group. Please go through that. She explains this also in detail, dvitvam at the end of a word. So I hope that answers the question. Vichara ko vamam vishada kripaya pati shivate kataksha vyaparaha swayamapi chadina vanaparaha.
विचारः को वा मां विशदकृपया पाति शिवते कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः विचारः को वा मां विशदकृपया पाति शिवते कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः.
Now the whole verse. Virinchirdirghayuhu bhavatu bhavata tatparashirah chatushkam samrakshyam sakhalu bhuvi dainyallikhitavan vicharah ko vamam vishada kripaya pati shivate कटाक्ष व्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः.
विरिञ्चिर्दीर्घायुः भवतु भवता तत्परशिरः चतुष्कं संरक्ष्यं स खलु भुवि दैन्यल्लिखितवान् विचारः को वा मां विशदकृपया पाति शिवते कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः.
Uttamam. So let us read the meaning, learn the meaning, and then we can understand the meaning and chant. So last class in the verse 12, we learned about the reference to one of the, sorry, in verse 15, not in verse 12. Just move to that verse. Yeah. So we learnt about this reference to a episode from our Puranas where Ishvara takes the form of an infinite column of light. I'll just remove the drawings. Yeah. So Ishvara takes the form of an infinite column of light with no beginning and no end. So those who did not attend last class, you please, you can listen to the recording. And also I urge all of you who joined newly to please listen to the recordings of the previous classes. So you will know why this stotram is called Shivananda Lahari, the importance of the meaning, etc. So we have dealt with it in the first 1 or 2 classes. So you'll get that continuity. So very much in brief, revisiting what we learned because it's connected to this class, connected to verse 16 also. So Ishvara assumed the column of that infinite, assumed the form of that infinite column of light, and Brahma sets out to find the source, the beginning, and Vishnu, in form of a Varaha, sets out to find the end. But Bhagavan, being Anadi Anantya, he does not have a beginning, he does not have an end. Both of them couldn't find either the source of the light or the end of the column of light. So then Vishnu admits and he says, I could not find the end of the source of light. However, Brahma, in order to prove his supremacy to Vishnu, he wanted to say that he has found the source to prove that he is greater. So he takes the help of a Ketaki flower which he finds falling from above. And he says, oh flower, you be my witness and say that I have seen the source of this light. And so this is a false witness, a doctored witness introduced by Brahma just to prove that he is greater than Vishnu. So the Ketaki flower also lies and says, yes, Brahma saw the source of the light. Then Shiva gets angry because Brahma has lied. He has committed a sin of lying, of saying asatyam. So then what Shiva does, with the tip of his nail, he clips off the 5th head of Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. So now he has 4 heads. Originally he had 5. And because of this lie, as a matter of punishment, Shiva, with just the tip of his nail, clips the 5th head of Brahma. So in the 15th verse, Shankaracharya very beautifully reminds Parameshwara of this and says, you are so capable that you clipped off the 5th head of Brahma with just the tip of your nail. So, don't tell me that you are not capable of removing that Vidhi Lipi. Vidhi Lipi is whatever Brahma has written. We believe, right, that the Brahma, as the creator, he would have written our destiny for each person. So he has written 2 things for me. One is Durasha, that is being very avaricious, filled with desires. And Dhyana Vimukha, that is, I am not concentrating on you. I am turned away. I'm interested in everything else other than you, O Parameshwara. Looks like Vidhi has written, in my Vidhi Lipi, I have these 2 things, Durasha and Shiva Dhyana Vimukha. Bhavadhyana is addressing Shiva. That these 2 things are there in my Vidhi Lipi. Therefore, I'm not able to meditate on you. But you could clip off the 5th head of Brahma with the tip of your nail. So don't tell me that you're not capable of removing this Vidhi Lipi. Brahma has written this in my head, but you please remove these 2 things. Of course, you are capable of it. If you don't do it, it just means you're indifferent towards me. You're neglecting me, O Parameshwara. So which means, please make me think of you always. Please make my mind devoted only to you. So this is a way, various ways a bhakta tries to convince Bhagavan to protect the bhakta. And you have various different ways in which the bhakta pleads. So like I always tell, this is a bhakti shastram. And also we started learning about how dainyam, that is helplessness, complete surrender, and ahankara rahityam is a very important aspect of bhakti yoga. Dainyam, surrender to Bhagavan only, not to anyone, not to any people, any powers in this world, but to that supreme Bhagavan only. And dainyam before Bhagavan is necessary to reach Bhagavan, to get his mercy. So in this verse, this is connected to the 15th verse, Shankaracharya is again referring to this dainyam, aspect of a bhakta, and he says, you are Deenavanaparaha. O Paramashiva, you are Vishada, means O Bhagavan, who is in a pure form. Shiva, the ultimate Ananda or the ultimate auspiciousness. You are Deenavanaparaha. Even before we learned in one of the previous verses, Shankaracharya says, Pramukhyoham Tesham. In all the people who are helpless, I am the one who is the most helpless. And you are Deena Bandhu. You have the title that you are the Deena Bandhu. You are Parama Bandhu to all the people who are helpless. There is nobody else other than you. So you better protect me, Shiva, he says in one of the previous verses. Here again, he is reminding Shiva that you are Deenavanaparaha. You are completely engaged in protecting the helpless. And I am a Deena, a helpless person. So here he says, O Shiva, let Brahma be blessed with a long life by you. And please protect his four heads also. You already clipped off one head, but please protect his four heads and let him be blessed with a long life. Why? Let us see. Here he says, Virinchihi dirghayuhu bhavatu. Let Brahma or may Brahma have a long life. Tatpara shiraha. So samrakshyam, chatushkam samrakshyam. So the other remaining four heads should be protected by you. Bhavata samrakshyam. So may Brahma have a long life. May the other four heads of Brahma be protected by you. Why so? Saha khalu bhuvi dainyam likhitavan. Saha khalu. Khalu means isn't it? It's a expression in Sanskrit. Evam khalu means isn't that so? Saha khalu bhuvi dainyam likhitavan, or saha bhuvi dainyam likhitavan khalu. Isn't he the person who has written this dainyam, this pitiable condition, helplessness in this world? So he has written in many people's lives, he has written this helplessness or pitiable condition. So, tatra vicharaha kaha, what is there to deliberate upon that? So, what Shankaracharya is saying here, because Brahma has written this dainyam, this being in a very helpless state in this world, O Shiva, you become our bandhu. Why? Because you are Deenavanaparaha. You are engaged in protecting the helpless. Parama bandhu. So Prabhustvam Deenanam, he says in a previous verse. So you are the Lord, you are the ultimate protector, you are the master, you are Parama bandhu to those who are in this state of, in this helpless state. Dainyam means ahankara rahityam. Absolutely not having ego. So if we have even an iota of ego, it is difficult to reach Bhagavan. That ego is a roadblock to bhakti, to understanding Bhagavan. So that complete Sharanagati Ahankara Rahityam is necessary in Bhakti Yoga. Because Brahma has written this Dainyam in this world, and I am also a Deena, and you are Deenavanapara. You are engaged in protecting the helpless and the miserable. Therefore, O Shiva, I am your Bandhu because you are Deena Bandhu. We see everywhere like Bhagavan's title is Deena Bandhu. Because I am a Deena, you are my Bandhu. And who has written this Dainyam? Brahma has written this Dainyam. So therefore, I should be grateful to Brahma for writing this Dainyam in the Vidhi Lipi, in his writing, in destiny. Because he has written this helplessness, I am a Deena and you are my Bandhu. Therefore, O Shiva, protect Brahma and his four heads. Because of him, I became a Deena and you are my Bandhu, Deena Bandhu. So here, Vishada, O Bhagavan, Kripaya, with passion. Pati, protects. Shiva is again addressing Bhagavan Ishvara. Kataksha Vyaparaha. So even with your side glances. So when you look straight, that is one kind of drishti. But when with your side glances also, when Shiva sees, that itself is enough to bless a devotee. So Kataksha Vyaparaha Swayamapi Deenavanaparaha. So with your side glances, you're always engaged in protecting the helpless. So, Ishvara, you please protect that Brahma and his four heads who wrote this Dainyam in my destiny. And you being Deenavanapara, with your side glances, you're always engaged in protecting me. Now, last class itself, we saw how Dainyam is an important aspect of bhakti. And we see this aspect of Dainyam in many kavyas and in many, even in Annamacharya, one of his kritis, Deenudanu Nenu, Devudavu Neevu. I am a Deena, you are Devudu, you are Bhagavan. So this we see, and also in Bhagavatam, Kunti prays to Krishna that I prefer this Dainyam and a helpless state where I always think of you rather than prosperity and a state where I forget you. So always let me be in misery and in a helpless state so that I never forget you, oh Krishna. So this is the prayer. So this is an important aspect of bhakti. We will just read the overall meaning and chant this verse once. May Brahma, the creator, have a long life. His four remaining heads must certainly be protected by you, as it is he who has indeed inscribed on this earth the pitiable condition that all beings face. O Bhagavan, pure in form, what is there to deliberate further on this matter? For your mere side glances, naturally compassionate, are ever engaged in protecting the miserable. Even Tyagaraja, in one of his kritis, he prays to Rama, Kanta chudu mi okabari kri kanta chudu mi. Means, oh Rama, at least look at me once with your side glance. That is enough for me, not even straight. At least with your side glance, look at me once, O Rama, and protect me, he asks. So now let us chant the verse, move to the next verse. Virinchir dirghayuhu bhavatu bhavata tatparashiraha chatushkam samrakshyam sakhalu bhubidainyallikhitavan विचारः को वा मां विशद कृपया पाति शिवते कटाक्षव्यापारः स्वयमपि च दीनावनपरः. Shriya, next verse. फलाद्वा पुण्यानाम्
फलाद्वा पुण्यानां फलाद्वा पुण्यानां
मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो
मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो
प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन्
प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन्
भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
कथं पश्येयं माम्
कथं पश्येयं कथं पश्येयं
स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषाम्
स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषाम् स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषाम्
निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः
निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः
निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
फलाद्वा पुण्यानां मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो
फलाद्वा पुण्यानां मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो फलाद्वा पुण्या मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो
प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम् प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
कथं पश्येयं मां स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
कथं पश्येयं स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः कथं पश्येयं मां क्षम्यतां कथं पश्येयं स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
उत्तमम् द्वा please note the dvitvam here phaladva pha is mahaprana it's not fa it is pha punyanam mayi karunaya vat tvayi vibho mahaprana prasannepi so this is an avagraha chinha denoting purva rupa sandhi when you split it it is prasanne api but we don't split we chant it together prasannepi swamin here again importantly there is a dvitvam here prasannepi swamin the s is doubling and n again because end of the word dvitvam bhavadamala padabja yugalam bha is mahaprana katham tha is mahaprana pashyeyam mam sthagayati stha tha is mahaprana namas sambhramajusham bha is mahaprana nilimpanam shrenihi nijakanaka manikya again there is a dvitvam there makutaihi now 2 lines at a time फलाद्वा पुण्यांनां मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
फलाद्वा पुण्यानां मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम् फलाद्वा पुण्यानां मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादाब्जयुगलम्
कथं पश्येयं मां स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
कथं पश्येयं स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः कथं पश्येयं स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषां निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
Uttamam. Now the entire verse. Phaladva punyanam mayi karunaya vatvayi vibho prasanne piswamin bhavadamalapadaabjayugalam katham pashyeyam mam स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषाम् निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः
फलाद्वा पुण्यान मयि करुणया वा त्वयि विभो प्रसन्नेऽपि स्वामिन् भवदमलपादब्जयुगलम् कथं पश्येयम् स्थगयति नमः सम्भ्रमजुषाम् निलिम्पानां श्रेणिः निजकनकमाणिक्यमकुटैः फलाद्वा
धन्यवादाः श्रिया. We will learn the meaning now and then chant the verse once again. Okay. So, in this verse, Shankaracharya is telling Parameshwara that maybe because of the result of my good deeds, punyanam phalat, maybe because of the result of the merit I have earned, or tvai mai karunaya. So, because of your compassion in me, towards me, mai is saptami, that is locative case, seventh case in Sanskritam. So Vibho, O Parameshwara, O Master, O Lord of all beings, maybe because of my good deeds, punyanam phaladva, or tvai mai karunayava, or maybe because of your compassion towards me, even though you are pleased with me, Swamin, O Master, prasannaha, prasanne api. Prasannaha means being pleased. So you may be pleased with me, maybe you are pleased with me, either because of my own good deeds, or maybe it is just your karuna, your compassion towards me. Oh Vibho, even though you may be pleased with me, however, here the Bhakta is saying, I am eagerly waiting to have the darshan of your lotus feet. But in Kailasa, there are so many people, so many devotees, gods, who are already there, standing in a line. Shrenihi means in a line. So there is a long line of devatas already before Parameshwara, who are eagerly waiting to have the darshan of the lotus feet of Parameshwara. So even though you may be pleased with me, either because of my good deeds or by your compassion, I see that there is a long line of devatas already before you. So I'm not able to have, how will I have the darshan of your lotus feet with all that long line of devatas and with who have dazzling gems of their golden crowns? So Nija Kanaka Manikya Makutaihi. Nija Kanaka means golden. Manikya gems, Makuta crown. So there is a long line of devatas wearing all these dazzling crowns, gem-studded golden crowns, and which are praying to your lotus feet. So even though I am there, will I be able to see your lotus feet? Because they are already prostrating with their crowns and their gem-studded crowns, and there is a long line. So will I be able to have the darshan of your lotus feet, Bhagavan? That is what the Bhakta is asking here. Phaladva, as a result of merits. Punyanam, as a result of good deeds. Fruit, phala means fruit. Mai karunayava tvai vibho, O omnipresent Parameshwara. Prasanne api, even though you may be pleased, Swamin. Bhavad amala padabja yugalam. Bhavad amala means very pure, with no impurities, blemishless. Padabja, pada is feet. Abja, lotus. Yugalam, pair. So, pair of your lotus feet. Bhavadamala padabja yugalam, the blemishless or pure pair of your lotus feet. Katham pashyayam. How will I be able to see? Because namas sambhramajusham. Namas sambhramajusham means very eagerly waiting to do namaskara to you. Namaha. Namaha means salutations, right? Namaskara. Namas sambhrama. Sambhrama is very eager, enthusiastic. So the devas are all waiting very enthusiastically to do namaskara to you. Nija kanaka manikya makutaihi nilimpanam shrenihi mam sthagayati. So this line of devas who are wearing the golden gem-studded crowns and who are very enthusiastic to do namaskara to you, there is a huge line. That line will prevent these thagayati or block the darshan of your lotus feet. Katham pashyayam. How will I be able to see your lotus feet, O Parameshwara? So in this verse again, the importance is of this darshana lalasa in bhakti yoga. The yearning, the desire of the bhakta to have the darshan of the lotus feet of Bhagavan, to see Bhagavan. And this also we see in many, in bhakti yoga, wherever, whether it is in kritis, kirtanas, and shlokas and other shlokas, where bhakta yearns for this darshan of Bhagavan. So one Tyagaraja kriti which is very famous, Nagumomu Ganaleni Najali Delisi Nannu Brovarada Shri Raghuvara Ni Nagumomu. So, O Raghuvara, Rama, Tyagaraja's bhaktis are kritis are overflowing with bhakti. So are Purandaradasas and Annamacharyas. You will find so many parallels in bhakti yoga. They are all part of bhakti yoga only. There, in this kriti Nagumomu, Tyagaraja is saying that beautiful smiling face Nagumomu of Shri Raghuvara, Ganaleni, I am unable to see. Najali Delisi, Nannu Brovarada. Don't you want to protect me? Can't you protect me, who is yearning to see this smiling face of yours, O Raghuvara? So in this verse, the bhakta, in the 17th verse in Shivananda Lahari, the bhakta is desirous, is waiting to have the darshan of the lotus feet of Parameshwara. But he is wondering whether even if Parameshwara is pleased and I'm able to see his lotus feet in Kailasa, there are so many gods already before you. So will I be able to have the darshan of your lotus feet? That is the bhava, the emotion of the bhakta here. Now let us chant the verse, understanding the meaning. Phaladva punyanam mai karunaya vatvahi vibho prasannepi swamin Bhavadamalapadaabjayugalam katham pashyeyam mam sthagayati namas sambhramajusham nilimpanam shrenihi nijakanakamanikyamakutaihi. Now we'll move to the 18th verse. Charu. Tvameko lokanam
Tvameko lokanam Tvameko lokanam
Paramaphalado divya padavim
Paramaphalado divya padavim Paramaphalado divya padavim
Vahantastvanmulam
Vahantastvanmulam Vahantastvanmulam
Punarapi bhajante harimukhaha
Punarapi bhajante harimukhaha Punarapi bhajante harimukhaha
Kiyadva dakshinyam
Kiyadva dakshinyam Kiyadva dakshinyam
तव शिवमदाशा च कियती
तव शिवमदाशा च कियती तव शिवमदाशा च कियती
कदा वा मद्रक्ष्याम्
कदा वा मद्रक्षाम् कदा वा मद्रक्षाम्
वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीम्
त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीं त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीम्
वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः
वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः
कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती
यद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती
कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीं वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः
त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीं वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीं वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः
कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
यद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
Now we'll chant the whole verse once. Next class, I will tell you the dvitvams and the meaning of the verse. Tvameko lokanam paramaphalado divyapadavim vahantastvan moolam पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा
त्वमेको लोकानां परमफलदो दिव्यपदवीं वहन्तस्त्वन्मूलां पुनरपि भजन्ते हरिमुखाः कियद्वा दाक्षिण्यं तव शिवमदाशा च कियती कदा वा मद्रक्षां वहसि करुणापूरितदृशा.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha Charu, and also thank you to Shriya for the panelists for today. We will conclude with Shanti Mantraha. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyah. Thank you all so much for attending. Agami Shanivasare Punarmilamaha. The verses I'm teaching are available on the course page. After the class, we post the verses. We will try to post all the 100 verses PDF soon, so you all can maybe take a print out and revise. Dhanyavadaha. Ram Ram Ram.